Live from the campus of DHS, Darien High School, for those of you who don't know. Live from the campus of Darien High School, it is Varsity Boys Baseball on the DAF Media Network. Hello, everyone. I'm Ted Brennan. Alongside me today, Trey Cahill. Today, the DAF Media Network will bring you Darien Varsity Boys Baseball versus Ridgefield Baseball. Trey, talk a little bit about Ridgefield for us.
Well, Ridgefield is coming off hot here as they're on a 5-game win streak and 10-3 overall, 6-3 in the FCIAC.
Incredibly hot start. They won their last game 3-0 versus Wilton as Matt DeLuca pitched a shutout, taking his ERA down to .71 for the season. Today, making his starting pitching debut for the Wave, number 5, Trace Florio, a sophomore. He pitched once before on varsity, allowing 1 hit in his 1 inning of work.
Yeah, Trace Florio doing a great job at the JV level. And he's not overpowering. He's a location type of pitcher. He'll hit spots and he'll get out. So Ridgefield will hit him, but Darien's got one of the best defenses in the FCIAC. And
leading off for Ridgefield, number 35, Bobby Arendt, as Florio's first pitch is a strike. If you're Trace Florio, that's the way you want to start the game, getting some strikes early and often.
Yeah, you want to set the groove early, and also with this top of the order.
Arendt swings through that one. Count 0-2. Skied in and out of play. Trace Florio, lefty pitcher, going to try to use that to his advantage.
Got a great move too once players get on base, and he's definitely caught people stealing, especially at the JV level this year.
0-2, count still. And that one is fouled back. Trace Florio, as we mentioned, just a sophomore. 2 more years left in this program. Going to work with Coach Michael Scott and Coach Steve Michelli. He should develop into a brilliant prospect for the Wave. And that one is strike 3 swinging. And if you're Trace Florio, that's a big out on the varsity level.
Yeah, that's how you want to start it off. Get those nerves out early. Strike out the first batter.
Batting now, lefty, number 2, Nick Cullinan. He'll be playing first base today for Ridgefield. And that one is rocketed into left field for a base hit. Cullinan rocketed that one out to short left center field. So Trey, let's see if Trace Florio uses that pickoff move that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, you're gonna want to watch where his eyes go.
And that one is called a strike on number 14, Joe Pastor. He'll be DHing for the Tigers today. Pass ball. And Cullinan glides into second.
Ben Olsen did as much as he could with that, trying to get around that ball, but sometimes they just get away from you.
Ben Olsen, a big body behind the plate, very good at knocking those balls down. That one just took a weird bounce. And that one is fouled back. And Pastor wants that one back, knocking his cleats with a little bit more authority. Count is 1-2 for Florio with a man on second.
Yeah, for Ridgefield here, you want to just get the ball to the right side, move him over.
That one's high. Darien comes into this one after winning their last game, which was yesterday, 5-0 versus Fairfield Ward. This game is actually a makeup game, as Friday's game was rained out. So Darien will play 3 games in 3 days.
And that definitely makes the coaches need to make decisions pitching-wise. I mean, this team has a good depth at pitching, but it's not a great one.
That one is skied into right field. Kippett gets under it, and Kippett will put that one away for the second out. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Man on second for the Tigers, as number 33, Colin LaCoyle, will come to the plate. And Colin LaCoyle, the junior, he's coming in really hot so far, Trey.
Yeah, 370 batting average, and here's definitely an opportunity for him to get an RBI to start this game off.
Showing why he's in the cleanup with a 370. Trying to get an RBI here. And that one is in for strike 1. Both teams very talented rosters. Ridgefield, as we mentioned, 10-3. Darien 9-4. As LaCoyle swings through strike 2. If you're Darien, this would be a big win on one of the top teams in the FCIAC.
Yeah, especially with a young pitcher pitching, it'd be great to show that you do have a future in your pitching staff.
And that one is fouled. Looked like it went through the backstop almost. Little hole in there. As Florio will try to get the 3rd strike on LaCoyle. And that one just outside, as the count goes to 1-2. Try not the perfect day for baseball, as it's a little cloudy and a little chilly, and that might affect Trace's pitching.
Yeah, but anything that might affect the Ridgefield's bats too. So it'll all even out.
Little pop up to McLean, and he makes the catch. Going into the bottom of the first, it is 0-0. Darien will come up to bat. We'll be back in a bit. back on the DAF Media Network, bringing you some Varsity Boys baseball. For the Ridgefield Tigers, as they take the field, number 32, Jack Borer, sophomore, will be taking the mound for the Tigers. A sophomore versus sophomore matchup today. Jack Borer has a 4.32 ERA. He's looking to calm that number down as Mac McLean will start off for the Wave. Trey, let's take a quick look around the Ridgefield Diamond.
Starting the outfield from left to right. Left field, we got Matt Restivo, Johnny Briotti, and Cole Blackwell. Third base, we have Thomas Joffre.
As Mac McLean will hit that to Joffre, and he's out. At shortstop, Colin LaCoyle. At second, Bobby Arendt. Nick Cullinan at first. Sean Livingstone at second, and Jack Borer pitching. Batting now for the Wave, Henry Williams. Captain Henry Williams. Henry Williams in his Wilton game, he went 2 for 4 with a walk, an RBI, and he scored 2 runs, as Darien got the win in that game, 6-3. And the count goes to 2-0.
Borer going first 2 pitches off speed. Does not want to give Williams anything right now.
Williams, not only a great pitcher, also a very dangerous hitter. As that one is upstairs, as the count will go to 3-0. Williams looking to draw the walk. Borer looking just to get maybe something on the corners, trying to paint the corners, trying to get some call. And that one is low as Williams will draw the walk. Batting third for the Wave, number 23, Liam McLaughlin. Liam McLaughlin, Jr., looking to get Williams over to second somehow. And that is called a ball. And that one is low. And Ridgefield pitching coach will come out and give him a little talk. Trey, if you're the Ridgefield pitching coach, what are you saying to Borer? Only a sophomore. What are you saying to him?
I mean, I'm a little confused right now why they're going out so early, but I mean, probably just calm him down. But I would not go out this early in the game.
After 6 straight balls, Ridgefield decides a little bit of a talk over, see where he's going with the inning.
Usually, you just have the catcher go out and do that, but probably wants to say something.
So after a little conference, the count is 2-0 on McLaughlin with Williams at first. And that'll be a ball. So McLaughlin gets a 3-0 count, looking to draw a walk. And they'll draw the walk again. So 8 straight balls here for Borer. And that'll put a man on second and first with number 2, Devin Kippett.
I think, if anything, the Darien bench is getting to Borer. I mean, a good pitcher will block that out.
For those of you who can't hear the Darien bench, they are up on the fence as Borer finally gets a strike back. 1-1 the count with 1 out. Henry Williams at second, Liam McLaughlin at first, and Devin Kippett up to the plate. Count goes to 2-1. Devin Kippett looking for an RBI opportunity here, as that one fires past him down Broadway. Count evens at 2-2. Two's almost across the board. Number 2 to plate, 2 men on base, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out though. And Kippett puts it in play.
And that's going to do the job.
That'll do the job of moving them over, but just a nice play, nice little sliding stop by Bobby Arendt to get Kippett out. As number 24, Glenn Fay, will come to the plate with runners in scoring position, looking to knock in a pair. And he rockets one in the left field, but it is caught by the left fielder, Matt Restivo. After 1, the score is 0-0. Darien leaving runners in scoring position. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Back on the DAF Media Network, I want to take a moment to give a quick shout out to our production crew, a very small production crew today. Michael Megley on camera 1, Damian Andrew, our director today, Trey Cahill to my left, and I am Ted Brennan. Let's take a look around the diamond, Trey, for Darien.
Let's do it right after this pitch.
Oh, yeah, right after the pitch here.
All right, from the outfield, from left to right, we got Glenn Fay, Aaron Sears, Devin Kippett. Third base, we have James Lewis. Shortstop, Henry Williams. Second base, Mac McLean. First base, Liam McLaughlin. And Ben Olson
behind
catching
the plate. So Trace Florio will even the count to 1-1 on Cole Blackwell playing right field today. And that one's a little low, according to the home plate umpire.
Nearly flawless first inning for Trace Florio. He had 1 hit, and that was about it.
As for Darien, 2 walks, but leaving men in scoring position. Trey, they've had a problem leaving runners in scoring position, as that one will foul out of play. Into the woods it goes. And Trey, obviously, the main component of this game is scoring runs, and if you can't score runs, you can't win games.
Well, it's always not who's the better power team. It's who can manufacture runs sometimes in these pitchers duels, which Darien has seemed to fail to do this year.
2-2. So that one is low. Full count here for Cole Blackwell. Blackwell looking to draw the walk as Florio's looking to set him down. Payoff pitch. As Florio will call for it. And he'll make the catch.
Florio, a natural center fielder, so that was easy pickings for him.
It almost looked like a little risky not using two hands. It almost looked like it came back on him, but still able to make a nice catch. Number 3, Johnny Briotti will come to the plate for Ridgefield. Johnny Briotti was on the Ridgefield basketball team this year as they were able to win the FCIAC tournament. So congratulations to the Ridgefield basketball team. And that one is rocketed to center field as Faye will move under it and make the catch. Two down here. Number 19, Matt Restivo will come to the plate. Florio so far.
Just about to say that. Trace Florio mowing down this Ridgefield lineup.
And a Ridgefield lineup that's 10-3 on the year. As that one is hit to McLean.
1-2-3 inning.
In a 1-2-3 inning for Trace Florio. That's got to feel good going into the next inning. Going into the bottom of the second, the score is tied at 0-0. We will take a quick break. See you in a sec. Welcome back to the DAF Media Network. I'd like to mention that the DAF Media Network is a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. So thank you to them for allowing us to put on Varsity Boys Baseball today. Coming to the plate for Darien, number 18, Nicky Briganti. He will be DHing today.
Big bat on deck, so you want to get Nicky Briganti up on base.
Nicky Briganti brings some speed as he swings through strike one. Yeah. He brings speed and a nice bat to the plate.
Briganti was used as a pinch runner in the FCIAC finals, and it was a crucial point to their win.
As that one is hit to the shortstop, LaCoyle, and gets him. One down. So that'll bring number 14, Ben Olson, to the plate. Ben Olson catching today. Big bat in the lineup. as that one down the middle. And he'll foul that one off. Count is 0-2. After 2 walks in the first inning. After 2 walks in the first inning, as I was saying before the umpire called timeout. Borer had a tough time finding the strike zone, and it looks like he's doing a better job finding the strike zone this half inning. As that one is low, and might have jinxed him there.
He seems to be missing a lot of fastballs low and often better than high, especially on a power hitter like Ben Olsen, but you definitely want to get it to the plate.
And almost went around, but good move to hold up by Ben Olsen. So the count evens at 2-2. Olsen choked up on that bat, looking to put something in play. And that one is low, 3-2. Trey, from our perspective, it looks like a big hole in between shortstop and second, but as a baseball player yourself, how fast is that gap closed?
It's closed pretty quickly, especially if you have great range at both positions.
That one is high, so Olsen will draw the walk. That'll bring number 40, James Lewis, up to the plate. James Lewis planning on playing baseball at Finlandia, which is a D3 baseball school. That one is high. And Livingstone from the plate got up. Looked like he wanted to throw down on Olsen. So Olsen's lead will be a little more cautious here, I'd imagine. And Lewis turned on that one. But it looked like he was just a bit early. That was just a nice sound of the bat there. Turned on that one as well. That one was going to be a rocket of a shot if he didn't turn on that early. Counts 1-1 as he holds up. And a nice block by Livingston.
Ward's got great rotation on his curveball, which is getting these blue wave baseball players to just almost swing.
Trey, it's great to have you back on the call, as the last time we called together was, as that's called strike, was the Harding versus Darien basketball game. So it's great to have you back here.
Yeah, baseball's my favorite, so it's fun to call a game.
Count is 2-2. And that's called strike 3.
Ridgefield coach not happy with the catcher dropping that.
And a called strike 3. And that'll bring number 4, Aaron Sears, up to the plate. He's getting the call today to play center field. And if you're Sears, you're trying to put something in the outfield.
Aaron Sears, probably the fastest player in this lineup, also a soccer player. And I really like what baseball's been doing with the 9-hole hitter, having almost a second leadoff and get you to the top of the order. And Aaron Sears, great speed, fits that second leadoff category.
Pass ball, Olsen will get there standing up. And Trey, you mentioned that almost 2 leadoff hitters in the lineup with Sears at 9 and McLean at 1. And it's actually been a major league strategy almost, where they just have 2 leadoff hitters.
Yeah, and it works, especially in, I mean, you can't really do it in the NL due to the pitching, but pitcher's hitting, but in the AL, it works, and I really like it.
Ball. After that last ball, 2-0 the count as they had to switch baseballs, maybe for a little more grip, as we were talking about. It's cold here in Darien, or chilly, I should say, as Sears couldn't hold up. He clearly thought he did, but
Aggressive call there by the home plate umpire.
Very
Surprised he
aggressive.
didn't check with the field umpire there.
and that one is low. And fake throw by Livingston. Count is now 3-1, 2 down, with Ben Olsen on second. Sears gets a good one to hit. He might be looking to hit this one, even though it's 3-1.
3-1, you know you're getting a fastball. So,
and he turns on that one, and that drops. And here comes Olsen using his wheels, and Olsen is in standing up. A nice connection there by Aaron Sears, as that'll get the first run across the board, as Ben Olsen turns on the Jets to get from second to home. So that'll bring Mac McLean up to the plate, as Darien will lead 1-0 in the bottom of the second. And if you're Darien, you want to take the lead early on a good Ridgefield team.
yes, that's so important. Now you're at the top of the order.
Got your big bats coming up: McLean, Williams, McLaughlin. This is exactly the spot you want to be in if you're Darien. As the second leadoff hitter, Sears, got the run in, but he took off a little early. So after two, Darien leads it 1-0 off of the Aaron Sears RBI single. And we will take a quick break. Back here, DAF Media Network. After two, Darien leads it 1-0 over the Ridgefield Tigers.
Trace Florio pitching almost flawless right now. 1-2-3 inning. I don't know the exact pitch count, but it had to be under 10 pitches.
Only the one hit in the first inning from the Tigers. That's Florio. We'll get the first strike on the catcher, Sean Livingston. And
No reason to play around the corners right now. Just go right at them. They haven't.
if you're Darien, these first two innings are exactly what you want to see out of Trace Florio. as he will swing, as Livingston will swing through strike 2. As I mentioned, as I was mentioning, this is exactly what you want to see out of a young pitcher. Count is 0-2. Florio looking for the strikeout. As that is popped up. And Lewis will make the catch. So Florio gets some help and will get the, and Lewis will make the catch. 1 down. As number 8, Thomas Joffre will come to the plate. And Lewis will make the play, but it's a little late as Joffre will beat out the infield single.
Even though it wasn't out, great play by Lewis to get all the way over there. Darien prides themselves in that infield. Coaching-wise, they did great.
That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. 35, Barbie Arendt. And Joffre on first with 1 out. And that is blocked by Ben Olsen. Nice stop there. Trey, as you mentioned, a very good infield for the Wave. Not only this year, but last year when they won the FCIAC title against Staples.
Yeah, they seem to breed really good infielders, and they stress the fundamentals.
A couple of young guys on JV coming up through the ranks for Darien in their infield, as they will lose 3 of their starting infielders, as that one is hit to McLean, gets 1 at second, and Williams smartly decides to hold on to the ball as he couldn't get out number 2, or second out of the double play. So that'll bring Darien to 2 outs in the inning with a man on the first, and Nick Cullinan comes up to the plate for the Tigers. And the steal, Olsen. And he just slid through the base, as on turf field, you're going to be a little extra slidey.
He had a great jump there too.
Great jump, just couldn't quite slow himself down, and Williams makes the tag. So, going into the bottom of the 3rd, Darien still leads it 1-0. And we'll take a quick break.
If you live in Darien, most likely you've benefited from the Darien Foundation. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4 million in grants to the Darien Emergency Services, public schools, and community organizations.
My husband and I are so happy to be raising our 4 young children in Darien. Over the years, I have admired the projects that the Darien Foundation has supported, and I'm excited to be a member of the board helping to further support the Foundation's mission. Kids' eyes light up when they talk about learning and eating in the edible garden at Tokenique School. And as a family, we've had so much fun watching varsity field hockey and lacrosse games under the Darien High School stadium lights. It certainly gives us peace of mind to know that if and when the next storm hits town, the Darien Library will always have power thanks to the Darien Foundation providing a generator.
As a resource, the Darien Foundation is unique within Fairfield County and indeed unique on a national level. For 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien in offering our community organizations, emergency services, and schools a local resource to help them pursue innovation and excellence. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, as a new pitcher will enter for Ridgefield, as McLean will hit that straight to second base, where Bobby Arendt will make the play. Number 22, Keenan Briggs, will be on the mound for Ridgefield. After 2 innings, they decide to pull Jack Borer, as number 11, Henry Williams, will come to play now, as that one is high. Count evens to 1-1. Strike 2. One and 2 on Williams, as Williams will crush that, and Bobby Arendt with a nice elevation just couldn't haul it in, as Williams will beat it out.
That was great. Way to stay back on the baseball on that curveball. When you're getting that on a 2-strike count, you just want to take that the other way.
Liam McLaughlin will come to the plate for the wave, as that is called a ball. Darien doing a nice job of getting the ball in play, as that one is called a strike. For the Tigers, Coach Paul Fabry has been coaching Ridgefield baseball for a while. A little bit of history about Ridgefield baseball. They were the FCIAC runner-up in 1992, 2000, and 2017. They have never won an FCIAC title, as McLaughlin swings through strike 2.
Liam, keep your head in. Come on.
And Trey, 2 very different programs when it comes to the FCIAC titles, as if you want to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, Darien has been FCIAC champions 1971, 1981, 2016, and 2018. Multiple East titles.
McLaughlin gets set down on strikes, as Devin Kivett will come to the plate with 2 outs and Williams on first.
Manager Coach Scott, or Michael Scott, made it he had emphasized that Darien baseball has a target on their back now, and every team will bring their best pitcher. And so far, they've been able to get some quality wins.
Darien 9-4, 7-2 in the FCIAC. Looking to tie Ridgefield overall at 10-4 apiece, as Ridgefield is 10-3 as the count goes to 2-0. Devin Kippett, a senior, has played all around the diamond in his time as a varsity athlete. And that one is lifted to right field, and Cole Blackwell will make the catch. After stranding a runner at first, no runs come to cross the plate. After 3, Darien leads it 1-0. We will take a quick break, and we'll see you in a bit. Back on the DAF Media Network, bringing you some Varsity Boys baseball. Ridgefield Tigers facing off against the Darien Blue Wave. Trace Florio still on the mound for Coach Michael Scott in the Wave, as they're trying to get every ounce of pitching they can out of Florio.
And so far, he's grooving through this order, surrendering only 2 hits, as it seems like they counted the James Lewis throw from around the pitcher's mound to first, kind of bounced there.
I'd call it an infield single. I think even if Lewis didn't bounce that throw, I think he was still in there in time. So that'll bring Nick Cullinan to the plate, and that is called a ball. Nick Cullinan is up right now as Bobby Arendt was thrown out trying to take second in the last inning. And that one is hit to McLean. McLean, nice pick. And he'll record the out at first. Mac of the Clean getting some balls hit today at second base. Normally he'll play the hot corner if Lewis is pitching, or he'll play short if Williams is pitching. He's played all around the diamond, Trey.
Yeah, true utility player for the Blue Wave, and it's great to have one of those that is versatile in all infield positions.
That'll bring number 14, Joe Pastor, up to the plate as he chops that one foul. Darien is scheduled to play 3 games in 3 days. They played yesterday versus Fairfield Ward, gaining the win, 5-0. They play today versus Ridgefield, and they play tomorrow. They're also scheduled to play Friday against New Canaan. So both these teams have full weeks as Pastor will swing through strike 2. The count goes to 1-2.
Henry Williams apparently set to start against New Canaan.
If it doesn't get rained out, because it looks like it's supposed to be very, very, very rainy. 2s on ball and strikes. As Pastor lifts that one up, Williams calling for it, and he'll get the second out. Trey, no one team is really finding success with the bats today. Do you think that has anything to do with this kind of cold weather?
Yeah, when cold weather, the ball doesn't fly as much. Muscles are tight, can't really swing. And Darien really had to manufacture their run with Ben Olsen actually stealing second.
As that one is rocketed into left field, but Glenn Fay settles under it to make the catch. Trace Florio rolling through 4 innings as his team has to lead 1-0. We will take a quick break once again and see you in a bit. Back on the DAF Media Network, bringing you Varsity Boys Baseball. Ridgefield Tigers trailing the Darien Blue Wave 1-0. Number 24, Glenn Fay, will come to the plate for the Wave, as that is a ball upstairs. Once again, the DIF Media is a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, as that one is low. Number 22, Keenan Briggs, still on the mound for Ridgefield as he relieved their starting pitcher, Jack Borer.
Glenn Fay, Nicky Briganti, and Ben Olson set to come up this inning in the bottom of the fourth.
Glenn Fay, part of that Darien 2018 FCIAC championship team, as he's been a vital cog in this Darien outfield, and that's why he was named captain. Good leader, good player. As Fay will foul that one out. Count is full.
Payoff pitch here.
Fay will foul that one out of play again. Fay doing a good job of staying alive here. 2 straight foul balls. Payoff pitch once again. And he fouls it off for the 3rd straight pitch. And that one is
There we go, Glenn.
up the middle. And Glenn Fay gets the up the middle single, and that'll bring Nicky Briganti to the plate. Nicky Briganti DHing today.
Third baseman up here, a little bunt defense, especially in a close game like this.
Darien has had trouble finding ways to keep Briganti
Nice
in the lineup with his speed and his bat as he pops out on the bunt attempt.
You can't have that happen. That's one thing about a bunt is you gotta get it down.
Come on, Ben.
That'll bring catcher number 14, Ben Olson, to the plate. Last time up, Olson drew a walk. Got to second on a passed ball, and then turned on the Jets and made it home on the the Aaron Sears rocket to center. And strike. Oh no, that was a ball. Looked like the umpire motioned for a strike, but in fact it was a ball. 1-0 the count. As Ben Olson swings and almost a double play. Ben Olson using the Jets that he has to beat it out. Trey, that almost looked like an awkward swing where he just kind of reached for that one.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. You get out in front of the ball. Just gotta try and make contact.
That'll bring number 40, James Lewis, up to the plate. Lewis was called out on strikes last time up, and he fouls that one.
Ben Olson, the only run in this game. True pitcher's duel.
And Lewis will hit one. Lewis will hit one in between third and short. So that'll bring up Aaron Sears. He's got the only RBI in this game, and he's looking to add on to his total. Aaron Sears. And he rockets one to center. Pop fly, though, as the center fielder, Johnny Briotti, will put that one away. Stranding 2 on. Darien can't find any more runs as they lead it 1-0 going into the top of the 5th. We'll take a short break. Be right back. Back here at the top of the 5th. Darien leads Ridgefield 1-0. As Trace Florio is still on the mound for Darien. Number 23, Cole Blackwell, will lead off for the Tigers. As that one goes a little wide. I'd like to give another quick shout out to our production crew, Michael DeMeglio, Camera 1, Damien Andrew, our director today, Trey Cahill, my color commentator, and I'm Ted Brennan on the play-by-play. As that one is low, 2-0. As they switch the ball. Let's see if Trace, see if Trace Florio can bounce back after 2 balls. As that one is low. 3-0. Florio in danger of walking a batter.
It's really the first time he's been in any sort of 3-out count. We'll see how he manages.
Get a great look of Florio from our Camera 1 operator, Michael DeMeglio, as that is in there for a strike. He's got a great look of Trace Florio there. Nice little custom glove, blue and black. And it looks like he has his name in it. His Darien team got a couple of kids who got a lot of swag, as Blackwell will draw the walk. In right field, Devin Kibbe, he's got the pink arm sleeve. Got another arm sleeve, I think. And he's got the custom cleats. DK2 cleats.
Come on, Trace!
So, that'll bring number 3, Johnny Briotti, up to the plate. And he swings through that one. Almost looked like an afterthought. Just a very slow swing.
We have not seen a pick off to first from Trace Florio at all this game.
The leads haven't been too big. Very close. And here's the steal. Olsen with the throwdown. And this time, Blackwell won't or a Ridgefield base runner won't slide over the base as Blackwell is able to hang on to the base.
Yeah, he definitely made sure to hold on to the base that time.
Oh, and 2, the count. As that one is high. As we take a look here from our camera 1 operator, Michael DeMaglio, giving us a good shot. For those of you who don't know, Trace's dad is in the gray sweatshirt behind the pole, the lighter gray sweatshirt. Family affair, as the Florios are here to watch Trace Florio's starting debut as the count evens at 2-2. Trey, if you're the Florios, your son is having a great start.
Yeah, he's 4 innings deep right now, trying to get through the 5th, and hopefully maybe a 6th inning.
As he swings through, strike 3.
Trace definitely hoping Coach Scott right now, pitching-wise, they don't have to use any of their pitchers.
That'll bring number 19, Matt Restivo, to the plate. He's looking to knock in Cole Blackwell with only 1 out.
Medium deep fly ball, and Sears tracks it.
And
Okay, Trace, let's get out of this here.
Matt Restivo was not happy after that one was popped up. Down here, Trey and I heard him just yelling frustration. And these players, they just have a lot of emotions in this game. It's a 1-run game. He had a chance to knock him in.
Yeah, these pitchers duels, these one-run games, these close games are.
It's going to be a play at the plate here. Fay with the throw. Olsen
Just got under it.
just got under the tag. Ben Olsen shaking his head saying he got him.
From here, it looked like he was safe.
And it is a new ball game. The score is tied 1-1 as a single from Sean Livingston. As that'll bring Thomas Joffrey up to the plate.
Some newfound energy here in the Ridgefield dugout as they tied this game up.
Coach Michael Scott trying.
Either trying to debate the lineup or putting in a new player.
Maybe.
Looks like they're debating maybe they hit out of order.
Because it doesn't look like that's Sean Livingston almost. It looks like number 18 maybe?
Yeah, from the umpire, Ridgefield did not make a change in the lineup card.
So a weird, awkward pause here.
I wonder if that would mean the run doesn't count.
Well, it doesn't look like
As
it doesn't look like they're doing anything about it.
Coach
So
Scott kind of walked back with his head down, almost like he disagreed with what happened.
I would understand that Coach Scott is upset as number 8, Thomas Joffrey, will come to the plate. As that is upstairs. So after the debacle of the lineup cards, Ridgefield wins the debacle, and they will keep their runner at first and keep their run as
And he picked him
Florio
off
threw behind
Oh.
him, and McLaughlin just couldn't handle the transfer.
He was dead in his tracks. Finally got to see what great pickoff move Trace has, but just got caught in Liam's glove.
It was a nice move by Florio McLaughlin just mishandled the transfer as the count evens at 1-1. Florio trying to get through this inning with only giving up the 1. A good performance by him so far. 1 run on 3 hits, and only 2 of those hits were Rockets as the count goes to 2-1 after the ball by Florio. As Olsen will go out to the mound. Olsen just giving him a, hey, you're doing all right, just keep it up. Trey, runs have been hard to come by in this game. Darien stranding multiple runners over multiple innings. That might come back to hurt them. As it goes to 3-1. Trey, it looks like Trace Florio's losing a little bit of composure.
Yeah, well, it's probably getting up there a little bit in pitch count now, and
as that is strike 2, and Joffrey unhappy with the call. He's looking to whip the bat over, and the payoff pitch here as 3-2. 2 outs, man on second, 1 in on the inning. Florio looking to end it. Joffrey looking to extend it, and he pops that one up. And Kippett's under it for the 3rd out. So Trace Florio lets up 1 run off of the single. So that ties the score at 1-1. And we will take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. Back here on the DAF Media Network, where we bring you Varsity Boys Baseball. Mac McLean leading off for the Wave, and he'll foul that one off, chopped towards us over at DIF Media.
top of the order here for Darien as they can try and get some runs and make this a Darien lead again.
And that is called a ball. Count evens at 1-1. And if you're Darien, you definitely want to have your top of the order up as the count goes to 2-1.
Come on, Matt!
As that one goes high. Mac McLean had an impressive game versus Wilton. He went 2 for 4 and scored multiple times. And that's a ball. So McLean draws the leadoff walk, and that'll bring Big Henry Williams up to the plate.
Come on, Henry.
Henry Williams going to Duke to pitch after his senior year concludes.
Ridgefield does not want a man in scoring position right now. As looks like Carson Drake, the freshman, is warming up in the bullpen for Darien.
Carson Drake's last pitching appearance came versus Brian McMahon, as the count is 1-0. Carson Drake, as you mentioned, Trey, just a freshman. Trey, what do you make of his pitching?
Well, he's definitely, he throws hard and he'll try and blow it past players, and he's only freshman really on the, only really underclassman on the Darien baseball team.
Last year, there was not a single sophomore or freshman on the varsity roster, but now they have a sophomore and a freshman, as Henry Williams will get that one over Arendt. Arendt making some great efforts, just can't haul him in.
Right down right field line. Come on, give it a rip.
So that'll put Liam McLaughlin up to the plate, as that one is high. McLean on second, Williams at first, and McLaughlin up to the plate. McLaughlin looking to drive in McLean, or at least get on base or move him over. As that one is high, the count is 2-0.
Ted, as you were saying, Darien doesn't have a whole lot of sophomores on their team. Last year, they really trust their JV program, and they like to really have the players go through the stages, and they even have Trace Florio on JV most of the time and call him up when they need pitching.
Darien is a great baseball program. Got a great JV system. 3-1 the count. JV almost serves as a farm system type, if we're going to compare it to the MLB, where varsity, of course, is majors, and then you got JV as AAA, as McLaughlin will draw the walk off of Keenan Briggs, and that'll load the bases with no outs.
Devin, get in a run here, kid.
Trey, if you're Sean Livingston, what are you saying to your pitcher, Keenan Briggs?
Well, he's kind of got himself in a jam. See if he can just throw strikes, maybe a strikeout here, and then roll double play.
Devin, come on.
So that'll bring number 2, Devin Kippett, up to the plate. As I mentioned earlier, Devin with custom cleats, DK2s, blue, and looks like gold underplating and a gold Nike swoosh. And a nice stop there by Livingston. Trey, this is probably the Waves' best opportunity to get some runs in with no outs. A sac fly.
Yeah, you definitely want to get some runs here and statistically give Trace Florio the win, hopefully, as it looks like Carson Drake might be coming in next inning.
2-1 the count.
Come on, Devin.
And
Devin, you're right on it.
fouls that one off. From our point of view, it almost looked a little high, but Devin swung at it anyways. Two, as that one is low, so that'll give Kippett a full count with the bases loaded and no outs. Trey, this is a big spot here for the Wave. And chopped. Foul.
A base hit gets at least 2 in.
Both McLean and Williams have the speed to get home on a single. So Kippett looking to win the battle against Briggs. 3-2. Payoff pitch. as he fouls another one off.
Hey, David, you're right on it. Come on. Come on, David. Just out of the out. Come on. In the outfield.
And that one is chopped. Foul. Kippett Knockroot's swing kind of tried to get down on that one and just bounced off the plate almost.
Yeah, you don't want to get called out on strikes here. You definitely want to at least get the ball in play.
Just out of the infield.
Count remains at 3-2 after 3 foul balls by Kippett. And Kippett will rocket one into left field. The catch will be made, and McLean will come in to score. So Devin Kippett gets the sac fly RBI.
Come on, Glenn.
Matt Restivo
Glenn, give it
decided
up.
he didn't have a play and threw it in after recording the first out. So Darien leads it now 2-1 with Williams on second, McLaughlin at third. That'll bring up number 24, co-captain Glenn Fay. And Coach Paul Fabry will call time. And it looks like that might be Briggs' day, as it is. And so that'll be Briggs' day. As we will take a quick break as the new pitcher will come in. Number 21, Matt Colucci, the new pitcher for the Ridgefield Tigers. And if you're Ridgefield, that's not something you want to see, having to use 3 different pitchers.
Yeah, they've kind of been aggressive on the pitching changes as it's only a 2-1 game. And Ridgefield's pitchers have only surrendered 5 hits to, but once somebody just starts to fade a little bit, they bring in a new person.
3 games, 3 days. Both teams. Questionable calls, pitching changes, I should say, by Ridgefield, but I'm sure Coach Paul Fabry knows what he's doing. As Glenn Fay will draw the walk, and that'll load the bases once again with 1 out. As a little confusion from Henry Williams. Didn't realize there was a walk or not, but there was a walk, so that'll load the bases for number 18, Nicky Briganti.
Carson Drake has seemed to stop throwing, so maybe Trace Florio will come in for the 6th.
And Nicky Briganti swings through strike 1.
Still only 1 out, so great opportunity to get some insurance runs.
Matt Colucci is throwing hard right now as Briganti pops that one out. Matt Colucci throwing very hard right now. And Briganti's just trying to get some piece of it as the count goes to 0-2. Trey, here's a fun fact about Paul Fabry. His wife, Tricia Fabry, is the head coach at Quinnipiac for the women's college basketball team. And strike 3 called on Briganti, as that'll set down 2 with the bases loaded. And Ben Olson will come to the plate.
Briganti not happy with that call, as thought it was a little low.
Ben Olson drove in an RBI in the Wilton game. One of these 6 RBIs driven in, as the count is 1-0. And he swings through strike 1. Trey, if you're Coach Scott, you want to have this matchup with Ben Olson, big power hitter, facing Matt Colucci, fast.
Power versus power here.
1-2 the count. Olson looking to put something in play, as that one is high. So that'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, with Darien leading 2-1. And Olson will foul that one back. Pitch is low. Full count, 3-2. 2 outs. Trey, I'd imagine the runners would be in motion here, if I'm not mistaken.
Glenn Fay will, but Henry Williams will probably stay put.
And time is called before the pitch. Almost looked like a balk, and that would have been a big mistake for the Tigers, but time was called beforehand.
Especially with man on third.
And Olson swings through strike 3. So Colucci comes in and pretty much shuts down the inning, only allowing a walk. That'll put Darien up 2-1, leaving runners in scoring position. As we get a look here at Coach Braymeyer for Darien, celebrating 600 wins as the Darien boys lacrosse coach. What an incredible feat that is for Coach Braymeyer. We will take a quick break and come back with the top of the 6th. Back here with the top of the 6th inning, Trace Florio still on the mound for Darien. And once again, I'd like to remind everyone that DAF Media is a joint venture between Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. So thank you to them for allowing us to put on Ridgefield versus Darien High School varsity baseball. Number four, Matt Lavorna will come in as Florio gets the first pitch strike. Lavorna batting for Bobby Arendt.
6th inning of work for Trace Florio, as this will probably be the best look the Ridgefield lineup has at him, as they've seen him for about almost 3 at-bats now, or 2, coming on 3 at-bats.
1-1 the count as Florio tries something off speed, but that one goes a little outside. 2-1 as Michelli will come out and talk with Florio. Trey, in a tight ball game. What do you think Coach John Michelli is telling to his young pitcher out there?
Just giving him confidence again. They have Carson Drake back throwing in the bullpen, so they can put him in at a moment's notice. As Trace has really exceeded what what the coaches wanted him to do. This game is in Darien's hands, and Trace Florio's done a great job so far.
Talking about exceeding expectations, a source told me that Florio wanted to go 4 innings, giving up about 4 runs, and giving up only about 4 runs, but he's exceeded that expectation, going about 5 innings. Going about 5 innings with only giving up 1 run, as the count is 3-1. So Florio trying to battle back from the 3-1 hole.
Three one. Ridgefield's looking for a fastball right down the middle.
And gets it, and that'll be hit to Sears, as Sears will get under it and make the first out. So that'll bring Nick Cullinan to the plate, as Florio is working right now. 5 1/3 so far, looking to complete 6 on the day, and that would surely help the Wave, as they would only have to use 1 to 2 pitchers this game. That is a little low, a little outside, as ball 1. And Cullinan fouls that off for strike 1. Trey, as we mentioned, it's a little chilly. Local time and temperature, 5:41 p.m., 54 degrees. Not ideally baseball weather, as that one is ripped foul.
Almost a big spark for Ridgefield.
That would have definitely gotten the Ridgefield bench very excited, as the count goes to 1-2. One and two, as that one is popped out of play into the woods. That's possibly the 5th ball hit in the woods today. We need someone to go diving for all those baseballs. Probably gonna find about 1,000 of them. Count rests at 1-2. And that one is rocketed to left. as Glenn Fay will make the catch. So Trace Florio getting some help from his defense.
A lot of balls going into Glenn Fay's glove, as Darien defense has also played very well this game.
Ridgefield just connecting with a lot of them. They're just finding ways into the gloves of Darien. So that'll bring number 14, Joe Pastor, up as Florio will try to work out of the sixth and complete 6 innings of work. That one is low. Ball 2. Ridgefield only recording 3 hits on the day so far, with about 4 outs to work with, if I'm not mistaken, as Varsity plays 7 innings, I believe, as the count is 3-0. If you're Florio, you don't want to give too much over the plate, but you want to get it somewhere over the plate.
Well, Darien's defense has been playing a great game, so you just want to throw strikes right now.
As he did there, as Pastor thought it was good enough, and he fouled it off. So the count goes to 3-1. Due up next for the Ridgefield Tigers is number 33, Colin LaCoyle. As that one
Little Texas leaguer
stays fair. Kip it to the cutoff man, not in time, as Pastor will get a double, which will bring Colin LaCoyle up to the plate. And if you're Ridgefield, this is the momentum you want to have. You got a guy on second, 2 outs, with your cleanup hitter coming up.
base hit ties it. Looks like Coach Michelli and Coach Scott are discussing whether or not they want to keep Trace in.
And here comes Coach Scott. That'll be Florio's day. As Trace Florio works 5 2/3 innings. And an incredible start by Florio, and a great way to open his pitching debut. Goes 5 2/3 innings, 1 run, 4 hits. Trey, he exceeded all expectations today, and if you're Coach Michael Scott, you got to be happy with the result.
Yeah, he's put the Blue Wave in a position to win right now, and now it's just a bullpen game.
Carson Drake, the freshman, will come in for the Wave. We're going to take a short break as Carson warms up. See you in a second. back on the DAF Media Network, where the Darien baseball team leads the Ridgefield baseball team 2-1 in the bottom of the, in the top of the 6th. There are 2 outs, man on second, pinch runner, by the way. Number 24, Alex Hanna, in for number 14, Joe Pastor, as number 33, Colin LaCoyle will come to the plate as he fouls that one off, and he wants that one back.
On the bump right now for the Blue Wave, Carson Drake, only freshman on the team, and it's a very surprising move for Coach Scott to put a freshman on varsity baseball. They usually don't do that. I don't even believe Henry Williams was on varsity as a freshman, but they must believe in his capability, and they want him on varsity right now.
Carson Drake, 2 quick strikes on the cleanup hitter. Carson Drake looking to get out of this inning. And that one is ripped foul down the first base line. As you mentioned, Carson Drake, freshman on the varsity team. He also played varsity boys basketball. Started a couple of games. And just an all-around athlete. Can't wait to see what he does next. 0-2 the count. As that one is lifted in the center field, and that'll score the run. As the score is now tied once again, 2-2. As LaCoyle gets the single. And that'll bring number 23, Cole Blackwell, up to the plate.
Steal attempt successful for Ridgefield.
Coyle with the steal. That'll put another another runner in scoring position as Ridgefield looks to take the lead. What I want to count. Carson Drake throws hard, but sometimes he throws too hard and bounces them in the dirt. Carson Drake's last pitching appearance was in the Brian McMahon game versus Darien. So that one is outside 2-1. And 3-1 the count. Blackwell looking to draw the walk.
If he gets a pitch, though, he can make this a Ridgefield lead, and a pretty sustainable lead as the game is winding down.
Time is called as Olsen will go give him a little boost. Try to get out of this inning without allowing any more runs. And that one is outside. That'll put a man on first and second as number 3, Johnny Briotti, comes up to the plate. As Briotti foul that one off. Oh, and 1 the count. Ball high. 1-1. Drake needs to gain some momentum here. Try to get out of this inning. Let the Darien bats work. That one is upstairs as well. 2-1 the count. Last 2 batters, Drake has gotten the first pitch strike, but then lost them on 4 straight balls. As he swings through that one, so Drake will have a 2-2 count on Briotti.
Here, Carson Drake needs to put all of what he's got right now in this pitch. He needs to get Darien back in the dugout, try and get this lead back.
And strike 3, swinging as Briotti slams the bat. So after 6, or after 5.5, I should say, because the bottom of the 6 is coming up. After 5.5, Darien is tied with Ridgefield 2-2, and we'll take a short break. Back on the DAF Media Network. Gonna give a quick shout out to our production crew, Damian Andrew, our director, Mike Lamaglio, camera 1, Trey Cahill to my left, our color commentator, and I'm Ted Brennan doing the play-by-play. Number 40, James Lewis, coming up to the plate. Facing number 21, Matt Colucci.
Aggressive swing here coming out of the gates. They want to.
As that one is down the line. And only a single comes out of that. But James Lewis roped one down the line, just out of the outstretched glove from Thomas Joffrey. That'll bring number 4, Aaron Sears, up to the plate. He drove in the first run of the game.
He's had a good day today. It was a great hit, too.
Sears looking to move the runner over. That one is high. Gets
Go,
behind.
go!
Gets behind the catcher, Livingstone. And Lewis is already in scoring position, a similar position to where Ben Olson was in when Sears was up. So let's see if Sears can recreate that.
Yeah, Ridgefield just dug themselves into a little bit of a hole right now with a man in scoring position, no outs.
As Sears swings through strike one.
You know the timing. You got this.
The count is 1-1. As that's a little high, as the count is 2-1.
Come on, Sears.
And he swings through strike two.
Aaron, you're right on it. You're right on it.
2-2 the count, no one out. Man at second. Colucci looking for the strikeout pitch. As Sears fouls that one
Fight.
back. Trey, if you're Colucci, what do you want to throw at him?
Well, you want to maybe give him definitely something low, as that seemed to work today. Maybe a little curveball low and away. Get him to chase.
As Sears swings through strike three. Trey, it looked like he took your suggestions by throwing something low.
Come on, Mackie. You just got to move James.
Yeah, payoff pitch. It's either you're going to want to go with some sort of off-speed low, get him digging in the dirt for something, or you want to go fastball high,
Just need to
and
move
it
James.
could be outside, inside. Eyes are going to light up, try and take it deep and swing right through it.
The number one hitter, Mac McLean, number 7, comes to the plate. He swings through strike one. Colucci's just trying to overpower these Darien bats. Just throwing as hard as he possibly can. As Mac McLean fouls that off.
You're right on it.
0-2.
Smooth swing.
And Darien trying to rewrite the story of this game, as they have left plenty of runners on base today. As that one's high. One and two the count.
Perfect opportunity to score here for Darien. Lead off, man up, and guy on second.
As that one's just inside, as the count evens at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Man at second.
Come on, Mac.
As that one is inside as well. So Mac McLean, after 0-2, gets 3 straight balls and gets the full count. As he pops that one out of play.
You're good, Mac. You're good. Way to fight.
3-2 still a count. McLean looking to put something in play here.
No one warming up in the Darien bullpen, so they're going to go with Carson.
As McLean swings through strike 3.
They're going to go with Carson Drake here in the top of the 7th.
Okay, Henry.
But here's a matchup you want to see, Trey. Henry Williams versus Matt Colucci. Power versus power.
It's the biggest at-bat of the game so far.
Come on, Henry!
2 down, man at second. Darien looking to put a run across as Williams swings at a low pitch. Here comes Paul Fabry. Calling time. What do you think this meeting's about?
Probably, again, just confidence. Such a key part in baseball. Make sure you're relaxed.
So we get a good look of the conference here from our camera one operator, Michael DeMaglio, doing a great job bringing us some nice shots.
Come on, Henry.
0-1 the count on Henry Williams after a low strike swing. Williams looking to drive across Lewis with a hit into the outfield. As that one gets across the plate, 0-2. Henry Williams wants that one back as he chopped his elbows to his hips. Payoff pitch. That is low.
If you're Darien, especially Coach Scott will not be happy if they leave man on in scoring position with no outs and go 3 straight strikeouts. That is not what they want.
Darien has left a lot of runners on base today. Henry Williams trying to rewrite the wrongs. And he swings through strike 3. That's 3 straight strikeouts for the Tigers as it is 2-2 going into the top of the 7th. We will see you in a moment. Number 19, Matt Restivo will lead off for the for the Tigers, as the Wave will try to shut down Ridgefield, as that one is high.
And 1-0 pitch is fouled off. Top of the 7th. This is where Ridgefield or Darien, one of those teams, needs to get a hit and get someone in scoring position.
You didn't tell me? What the hell are you, dude? You're fired.
You really want to ask that question now?
Yeah, I know, that's true.
Count is 2-1. Trey Cahill's taking a moment to enjoy a little bit of pizza, as the count is 3-1.
Well, that's the thing. So I'd rather have the generator. John was talking to the facilities.
Still no one in the Blue Wave bullpen.
As that one's high. Draws the walk. No outs with a man on first now as number 19, or excuse me, as number 10, Sean Livingston, comes to the plate. Actually, no, not Livingston. Number 17, Daniel Ferneri. And number 12,
You're doing the game, Damien?
number 12, Luke Barrientos, will be the pinch runner. Local time and temperature, 6:08 p.m., 58 degrees, and cloudy. Although it's 58 degrees, it definitely feels like less if you're wearing shorts like Trey and I.
It's a little cold out here, a little chilly.
Definitely affecting the game, pitching, hitting. So, number 17, Daniel Ferneri will come to the plate.
Ridgefield putting in a pinch runner, really trying to make this the last inning and try and secure a win.
And a pickoff gone wrong as number 12, Luca Barrientos, will cruise into, not really cruise, but slide into second there.
Seems like there's been a lot of pass balls, a lot of unforced errors that have hurt almost both teams today.
Man on second for the Tigers. Still no one warming up in the Darien bullpen. Coach Scott trying to get everything he can out of Drake as Ferneri will swing through strike one. Ridgefield's got a lot of fun names to pronounce on this team as Ferneri will have strike two. Ferneri, Joffrey, LaCoyle, Blackwell. Trey, when we called the Ridgefield basketball game, there were a ton of fun names, especially Derek Zipikowski.
Yes, there were.
As that one is found out of play. For those of you who don't know, Derek Zipikowski suffered a broken ankle and fractured tibia in the Ridgefield versus Darien basketball game. And he has made a full recovery, according to the Ridgefield Press. As that one is hit to Lewis, checks the runner, gets the out at first, throw to third, not in time. One out. Ferneri moves the runner over. That'll bring up Thomas Joffrey. Runner on third. Ridgefield trying to end the game. Or they're trying to end the game, trying to get the runner in, and then having Colucci close it out as that goes for ball one. Ball outside as the Darien faithful say otherwise.
Come on, Carson.
That one is low.
Ridgefield with an excellent chance here to get a run in and
Carson, take a deep breath.
bring their closer in for the bottom of the seventh.
3-0 the count. As that one is high. That'll bring up number 35, Bobby Arendt, batting in place of Matt Lavorna, who's batting in place of Bobby Arendt. Yes, that sentence was very confusing, but that's how substitutions go. Runners at the corners for the Tigers here.
35 is re-entering. Hey, Bobby. Nobody better. 35. Let's go.
Bobby Arendt looking to put
Yo, James, watch the
some
butt.
runs at the corners.
Hey, Bob. Bob. Hey, Bob.
He looks pissed.
Here you go, Carson.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bob. It's now or never, baby. Come on.
Hey, guys, that's some fun, bud.
Runner on first and third. Could see a steal from the runner on first. Try and test Ben Olsen's arm.
He might do a fake throwdown where Olsen will throw to Williams and try to get the runner off of third. His time is called as Michelli will call in his infield. Here, Coach John Michelli. What are you saying to your young freshman, Carson Drake? And what are you saying to the rest of your infield in this situation?
Well, I think he's trying to just lay down a strategy of what they're going to do if the ball comes to them. If they're going to try and turn the double play, or if they're going to go home and try and keep it a tie ball game.
This is going too well for something like that to happen. Oh, I don't know what to ask you about. After this inning.
Hey, Bobby. Let's go, 3-5.
Here's the bunt. And Olsen will make the stop.
Let's go, Bobby. Have a day, kid. Have a day. Have a day.
Be safe, guys. That's some fun, bud.
So runners at third and second now, as that one is in there for a strike.
There we go, Carson. Hey, Bobby, you're good. 3-5. Let's go. Let's go, Bob.
Now there's no double play and possible.
And that one is...
That's going to get the runner in probably. Oh, and he's going to be toast at the...
And what a throw in.
Aaron Sears, a plus fielder. That's a great throw. And he probably just saved he definitely just saved a run.
Aaron Sears with a great throw. So that'll bring number 2, Nick Cullinan, to the plate, trying to get some runners in. Strike
Carson.
one.
There we go.
0-1 the count. Ball inside.
Darien bench on their feet, right at the right on the fence. They want to get their defense back in the dugout and try and win this game in walk-off fashion.
As that one is up the middle to McLean. McLean with a clean pick and gives it to McLaughlin. And Carson Drake will get out of the inning.
Great
without
defense
allowing a
there
run.
great defense there by both Matt McLean at the end and Aaron Sears, who just definitely saved the game.
Darien bench is up and fired up, as they will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up against the hard-throwing Matt Colucci. Let's see if the Wave can get anything done. We'll be back in a moment. back on the DAF Media Network, which is a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. It is a tie ball game at the bottom of the 7th. And the 3-4-5 hitters due up for Darien. Strike one is called on the 3-hitter, Liam McLaughlin.
As we were just saying, Ted, interesting to see if they will keep Nicky Briganti in at DH or if they'll put Carson Drake in to hit, as he's got a great bat.
As McLaughlin will foul one out of play. Long run for the right fielder, Cole Blackwell, with nothing doing. 2 quick strikes on McLaughlin. Trying to get on base here. And that one is inside. He had to turn away. 1-2. Low. A nice little frame there. And McLaughlin will hit that one in the air to the right fielder, Blackwell, and he'll settle under it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up number 2, the 4-hitter, Devin Kippett. Devin Kippett trying to get on base. Trey Colucci has come into this game and locked it down as Kippett will rocket one to center field. And that's gonna drop after the diving catch, and Kippett will run into second with a double. The center fielder, Johnny Briotti, misjudged it, tried to dive, and that might have not been the right play as a runner is now in scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, if I'm John Briotti, I'm definitely staying on my feet and ensuring a base hit because you got 1 out. Pitcher's been doing great. There's no need to try and dive and be a hero and make the 2nd out.
And the intentional walk here as Nicky Briganti will come up to the plate. And Nicky Briganti in a big situation here. The intentional walk, he's trying to prove.
Yeah, Ridgefield wants to turn a double play here, get out of the inning. Though Nicky Briganti is a plus runner, so we'll see what happens.
Here we go. High and inside. Ball 1. Darien faithful letting the pitcher know that he just threw a ball. That one is low. A good block by the new catcher. It isn't Livingston. I think it's Ferneri. So a good block there by Ferneri, I believe. And the count stays at 2-0. As Briganti off the glove. And Briganti will beat it, and a bang-bang play at second base.
Get on the base. He called it before that was brutal. You called it before the throw was even made.
And looks like a conference here, as the Darien faithful is livid with the call.
Darien's arguing that
Runner was in the way.
Darien's arguing that he's safe, and Ridgefield is arguing that it was a dirty slide.
As looks like the second baseman is a little shaken up. Second baseman Bobby Arendt looks to be a little shaken up after the slide. And the runner is called out.
What's this? He's injured.
2 outs at the bottom of the 7th. Runner at third and
Darien's got-
first, and big Ben Olsen is going to try to put it away here, trying to get the walk off. I'm sure that's in the back of his mind, Trey, but Trey, if you're in this situation, what are you doing to stay calm?
You couple deep breaths and you're ready.
And that one's high.
Attaboy, Ben. You'll take it. 4-8-1. He walked away as soon as I heard that. That must have been him.
Runner goes, and a good block there by Ferneri, and that might have just saved a run there, Trey. 2-0 the count on Ben Olsen.
Not sure why Nicky Brigante ran there. It's almost unnecessary as 1 run wins it.
And Ben Olsen swings through that one. He wanted that one. You could tell with that big power cut, he wanted that one. James Lewis trying to hype him up from the on-deck circle. And Olsen fouls that one off. And here we go, Trey. 2s all around. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. 2 runs apiece. Ben Olsen. Here we go. And that one is low. 3-2 count. Everyone in Darien, Connecticut is on the edge of their seats right now. And Ben Olsen rockets one out. And it's caught by the left fielder,
Just too much hang time there.
Luke Barrientos. Just too much hang time. From the sound of the bat, I thought that one was gone. But we are going to extra innings. The score is tied 2-2 as we will take a quick break. Back live on the DAF Media Network as Varsity Boys Baseball, Darien Blue Wave versus the Ridgefield Tigers has gone into extra innings. Darien leaving some runners stranded once again. Story of the night as Carson Drake will continue to be on the mound.
His 3rd inning of work, as Darien has not had to really dig deep into their bullpen today with a great performance by Trace Florio and also a pretty good performance by Carson Drake.
And that one is a little low. 2-0. And that one is rocketed out to right field. Kivett will put it away. Darien's due up is James Lewis, Aaron Sears, and then Mac McLean. And Ridgefield's due up is Colin LaCoyle, Cole Blackwell, and maybe they might get to John Briotti. Trey, if you're Darien, you have your 8, 9, and 1 hitters.
And James Lewis and Aaron Sears have both had pretty good games, being both have been very helpful on the Darien offense. Aaron Sears with the first RBI of the game. James Lewis with a hit.
So that one is popped up by LaCoyle, and Henry Williams will put that one away. 2 down here. Top of the 8th, as Ridgefield will look to get anything going. Cole Blackwell had he didn't have the follow-away double, but he's up now. That one is bunted foul off the fence. Nice little catch by Johnny Briotti in the on-deck circle. 0-1 the count. Carson doing well so far in this inning. A little better than his last couple of innings. And strike 2. 0-2 the count. Carson Drake trying to put away Cole Blackwell and trying to get the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up for Darien. And strike 3, Carson Drake, a 1-2-3 inning. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 8th, where the score is still tied. Darien looking to get something going. We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network. The score is tied 2-2 at the bottom of the 8th. Due up for Darien, number 40, James Lewis batting in the 8th spot. Aaron Sears, number 4, and Mac McLean, number 7. According to sources, Carson Drake's last inning was 7 pitches long, as that one is high.
Yeah, like I have said, Darien has not had to dig deep into their bullpen, and especially helpful for such a week that they have, where they have 3, 4 games.
Lewis rips another one down the line, and he'll get the single. James Lewis really liking that third base line.
We'll see what they do with Aaron, or if they try and steal James Lewis to get them prepared for the top of the order. I would not be surprised if Sears lays down a bunt.
Number 4, Aaron Sears, the center fielder, will come to the plate.
Third baseman
Playing
in a little bit.
Here's the bunt.
And that's going to work well.
And with one out, now
Top of the order.
top of the order, McLean and Williams will get a chance to bat. Lewis at second. This is the best chance for Darien in these last couple of innings. Darien bench getting up and hyped for their senior. And Trey, that was just a textbook bunt there by Aaron Sears.
Yeah. Great call by Coach Scott, too. They do love their small ball at Darien High School. They make sure everybody can lay down a bunt.
Ball outside, 1-0 the count. And that one hits him in the back. And we hope Mac McLean is all right. Looks like he took that one right in between the shoulder blades. And Trey, that one's never fun.
Yeah. That one looked like it hurt.
Henry Williams, the captain, the senior, the Duke prospect, whatever you want to call him, coming up with a chance to knock in the game-winning run. That one is high. For those of you who didn't know, Henry Williams also played on the Varsity boys basketball team this year. Just an outstanding talent, and Henry Williams will lift that one in the right field. Here comes
They're
James Lewis
tagging up.
III. The throw into the shortstop.
So 2 outs. Man on third and first. And Liam McLaughlin coming up. And a walk-off opportunity for the Blue Wave.
If McLaughlin can get a hit, the game is over. If not, we head to the top of the 9th. Let's see what McLaughlin will do. Strike one as McLean will head the second. They just need one. That one causes him to duck. McLaughlin, a big opportunity to come up big in the clutch. It's moments like this you dream of as a kid. And that one is outside, 2-1. No, excuse me, it's 2-0. Maybe they forgot a strike. I think it should be 2-1. Two and two the count. And Darien down to the final strike of the inning. Payoff pitch. Strike three called. And Matt Colucci has come in and just locked down Darien. So we head to the top of the 9th.
And we are still tied 2-2.
Carson Drake will get the ball once again. And we will take a very short break, as I'm sure he will not need much warm-up. See you in a second. Back here on the DAF Media Network, where the Darien Blue Wave is still tied with the Ridgefield Tigers. Darien had the 1-0 lead. Ridgefield tied it. Darien took the lead again, and Ridgefield tied it again, and that's where we stand at the top of the ninth. And Trey, the main story of Darien's game today is leaving runners in scoring position as number 3, Johnny Briotti, tries to lay down the bunt.
Trying to bump for a hit. Trying to catch the third baseman off guard.
Remember, folks, the game doesn't end at 9 innings. It can go until the lights go out, as that was a questionable call. The count evens to 1 apiece. And a wild pitch there, 2-1.
Calm down, Carson. You got this.
Each team trying to find anything they can. Matt Restivo has entered the game again and will be batting after Briotti.
Okay, Carson, one more.
For Darien, you have your 4, 5, and 6 hitters up when you come up to bat. As that one
He's going to be safe.
falling down, Carson Drake tried to make the play, but the speed is too fast.
Almost like Carson Drake misread the speed of the hitter and didn't take the most direct route to the ball, kind of meandered his way over.
Can you ask him how to pronounce his last name? Is it Bogursky? Can you ask him? Can you ask him? Runner at first, no one out. For the Tigers is number 19, Matt Restivo, comes up to the plate.
There it goes.
No throw. Runner in scoring position. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers.
Each team has had a chance to pull ahead, and neither have been able to become successful.
This might be Ridgefield's best opportunity. 1-0 count, no outs, man on second. If I were them, a little lefty. I don't know, it's a tough situation with a lefty because normally you try to lay down the bunt, but he might push that one down the third base line as he rockets one in the left field. Let's see if they try the runner.
Tagging.
And
And
they
they
are
go.
not going to tag the runner as they will not test Glenn Fay's arm. One down. Number 5, Ryan Bogursky. Bogursky will come up to the plate, batting for Ridgefield. He's actually doing the catching duties, not for Neri.
Story to the game so far is leaving runners on base. Both teams continue to leave runners on base, and
And runner down the third. And he's safe.
For Ridgefield, this guy needs to get home. If not, there's going to be a problem that
Two 2-0 the count. Strike down the middle. Carson Drake threw so hard he fell down the mound.
Interesting look with the showing some skin in between the stirrups and the pants, but
Definitely an interesting look, but Trey, the powdered blue uniform's just so beautiful.
yeah, the Darien alternate uniforms are always designed by the captains, and there's been a trend as of late of the powdered blue with the light blue stirrups.
3-2 the count, 1 out, runner at third. Ridgefield trying to put a run on the board. And he swings through, strike 3. That'll give 2 outs to the Wave as number 30, Matt DeLuca, will come in for Thomas Joffrey. Matt DeLuca pitched yesterday, and what an outing he had. He takes his .86 ERA down to .71. I believe he's going up to Quinnipiac to play baseball. So good luck to him after his senior season concludes. 2 down, top of the 9th. Strike 1. Trey, runners in scoring position, leaving them on base could be the story of this game. We could just go on and on.
And it seems like each inning during extra innings, there's been a man in scoring position for both teams, and pitching just keeps shutting them down.
2 quick strikes for Carson Drake.
Have to wonder if you're Darien how much longer you're gonna have Carson Drake in. No one is in the bullpen right now.
And the suicide attempt does not prevail as number 3, Johnny Briotti, is on the ground rolling around. Hopefully he's all right, and we'll take a quick break as we get a good look at the Darien bench. We'll take a quick break. Back here on the DAF Media Network, it is boys varsity baseball. Darien Blue Wave tied with the Ridgefield Tigers 2-2, bottom of the ninth, as Devin Kivett will take ball 1. Bottom of the ninth, Trey. 2-2.
And a lot of left on base.
2-0. Here, Darien. Not only do you want to get runners on base, you also don't want to leave them on.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating day. It's never fun to leave runners in scoring position.
As Kivett, excuse me there, Kivett will ground out
He made it close over there first.
to LaCoyle. Yeah, very close play. So number 24, Glenn Fay, will come up to the plate. And that one is outside. Matt Colchio has just been doing a great job on the mound today in relief. And that one is inside 2-0. Glenn Fay will ground that one, and that'll get into left field for a single.
Come on, Nikki. Just a base hit.
See what they try and do here with Nicky Brigante as he,
Talks with
yeah.
Coach Scott.
Again, Darien prides themselves in their ability to bunt everyone. See if they'll bunt Nicky Brigante over. As he's showing bunt early.
As that one is a ball, and Glenn Fay could have probably gotten a third on there. And Darien Faithful is very aggravated that he didn't get the third there. And Brigante fouls that one back. 1-1 the count, 1 out, 1 man on second.
Both relievers here, Carson Drake and Colucci, have really been the reason why this game is still going on.
And Nicky Brigante will foul tip that one. 1-2 the count. Brigante is trying to move over the runner. I think he needs this. And Brigante will foul that one off.
Stay alive, Nikki.
Sorry.
Just don't, it's behind you. One and two the count. Brigante doing his best to stay alive against a hard throwing Colucci. And that one is a rocket to center field. Under it is Briotti. And no tag up by Glenn Fay.
Glenn Fay, average runner, I would say. And especially with Ben Olsen up, you don't want to test that.
Ben Olsen, the last time he was up, I'm pretty sure he hit a long fly ball that looked like it was going to end the game, but just had a little too much hang time. Oh, and 1.
Not a very good swing there by Ben Olsen.
Keep your head in. Pull it out.
2 outs. Runner at second. Olsen up to the plate. Down 1 strike. That one is high.
Come on, Molson. 4-1-8.
Darien There, Ridgefield can get one more out. We go to the 10th as Olsen fouls it off. Darien down to their last strike of the inning. One and two, the count, 2 down. Runner at second. Olsen trying to get one in play as he's fouled off the last one. Payoff pitch. And a good block by number 5, Ryan Bogursky. And that'll put Glenn Fay in scoring position. 2 and 2, the count, 2 outs. Here we go. And that one is low. And it almost looked like Bogursky didn't know where that was. Full count here.
Full count. Ben Olsen knows he's getting something in the strike zone. Probably a fastball.
Low.
Almost looked like a balk there by the pitcher, but he kind of hesitated.
And that'll bring up James Lewis to the plate.
2-hit game for him. Maybe 3.
As I mentioned earlier, he's about to play D3 at Finlandia.
They're going to bring in a pinch runner they're going to bring Briganti in. The younger Briganti, Andre Briganti.
Andre Briganti, the pinch runner. He's got a lot of speed.
Sophomore, who has unfortunately dealt with some arm problems. And
Called up, right? He got called up, yeah.
They use him as a pinch runner. Hopefully he gets healthy, as he's had some nagging arm problems that has prohibited him from hitting or fielding.
Andre Briganti. A lot of speed over there at first base. James Lewis will come up to the plate with a chance to win the game. Lewis will swing through strike 1.
He's trying to get all of that right there.
If you're James Lewis, you're just trying to put the ball in play. You're not trying to win the game on one home run. Strike 2. 0-2 the count on James Lewis. Sherry, we could be going to the top of the 10th here.
Yes, we can, with yet another failed opportunity to bring in runners who are in scoring position.
And that one is outside. 1-2 the count.
Almost seemed too close to take, but nevertheless.
1-2. Lewis grounds that one to third. He bobbles it, and that's the game. A walk-off bobble. James Lewis. James Lewis will get the walk-off error, a missed bobble by the third baseman. And that's how the game ends. After 9 innings, Darien wins it 3-2. Trey, what a game we saw today.
Yeah, and both teams played really well. It just came down to leaving runners on base. Both teams had more than a chance to drive in the winning run, but Darien comes out on top with probably what we didn't expect. Comes out top with an error to walk it off.
James Lewis, this Darien offense loved the left side of the diamond today. Everything was just getting through, and The one time it didn't get through, it bubbled. Just a great pitching matchup early in the game.
Yeah, we can't forget about how this game got here, and that it wouldn't have been done without Trace Florio on the bump with 5 innings of
5
superb
2/3.
work. Superb work. Got a little shaky at the end, but he led his team. He kept his team in it, and also great pitching performance from Carson Drake. And overall, great performance by Darien.
Trace Florio had 5 2/3 innings of work. I think it was about one run let in. And then for Ridgefield, they pulled their starter, Jack Borer, early, replaced him with Keenan Briggs, and then Matt Colucci came in and locked it down. The matchup between Matt Colucci and Carson Drake was just outstanding to watch. They would let runners get on, and then they'd shut them down. So, Darien will win the game 3-2. I'm going to give one more quick shout out to our production crew, Michael DeMeglio on camera 1, Damian Andrew, our director today. With me is Trey Cahill. I'm Ted Brennan. This has been a production of DAF Media Network. Join us next time. Thank you.